Hello, I have a pick pile for you and some points if you don't want to just go by 1, 2, or 3. So for the first pile, we have this point. Second pile, this point. Pretty, isn't it? And the last one is this one. The one I can remember, this is the rose quartz. All right, so now pause if you need to, tune into your intuition, and come back for your cards. If you picked one or this point, these are your cards. Shh, can you hear that? That's the beat of your heart. Your unique to you rhythm. It's the drum beat that will always lead you home to yourself, to your ancestors, to your roots. It's the sound of truth. It's the sound of love. It's the sound of you. Make your heart your compass. If life isn't turning out the way you think it should right now, check in with your heart. If you have a big decision to make, check in with it. If you're afraid, if you're in pain, or if the darkness feels all-consuming, drop into your heart. The answers to all of your questions lie here. You just have to get still enough to hear them. Having been born of cosmic stardust, the earth harnessed her elemental energies and began to build a habitable world. She underwent a series of transformations in order to create a delicately balanced environment in which life could thrive. Hers is an epic story of twists and turns, shifting and shaping. But eventually she created for us all a place we can call home. Throughout the journey of our own labyrinthine lives, we undergo a series of adaptations, rebirths, and realizations. Consider your journey as that of the earth's. Much will be revealed throughout your adventure as you undergo transitions. You too will have many choices to make in order to construct your own personal sphere of inner paradise, your own place of home. You truly are bloody brilliant. Sometimes it is easy to get lost in an internal world of negative thoughts. Today that changes. How would you feel if every morning you woke up, looked in the mirror, and told yourself, "I am bloody brilliant"? Do you feel a little smile creep onto your face even as you think the words to yourself? That is a smile that knows on a deep level that you are brilliant. Perhaps you haven't reminded yourself of this enough recently. Words are powerful, so you must be careful which ones you choose. We often subconsciously collect the bad ones and then are surprised that we don't feel great. Think back to this morning. What did you say to yourself when you looked in the mirror? If it wasn't a positive, uplifting thought, then let this be your chance to flip the switch and turn that frown upside down. If you pick 2 or this point, these are your cards. You are she who is a song. She who can sing entire new worlds into being. Our songs will all be different, and they'll be completely in resonance with the frequency of Mama Nature and the cosmos, our natural wild intelligence. Remember, your siren song is simply you in your truest expression, the messenger of our needs and desires, our decisions, and our boundaries. What if you could access deep intel and wisdom that's pre-nervous system in the waterways of your own fluid body? You can. It's memory and wisdom that existed way before fear and the unknown, and which can, will, must be used to strengthen and fortify you in your human form, so that you can create and innovate, so that you can be of service in the here and now. The sweet and gentle anemone flower understands the importance of anticipation. Upon sensing nightfall or an approaching storm, she will cloak her vital center within the protection of its surrounding petals. At daybreak or storm pass, she will unfurl her brilliance to the light once more. She understands that the energies around her fluctuate. There are some to whom she is vulnerable, and others by which she can thrive. There are occasions when a little anticipation can help us to do the same as the anemone. More subtle than simply looking to the future, anticipation involves an ability to keenly assess energetic variations. Don't let your thoughts of the future spill over into anguished fear, projected idealism, or neglect of the present moment. Rather, allow your anticipation of it to support your instincts on an approaching situation. Trust is not given, it is earned. This applies to other people, but also to yourself. Do you trust that you will make the right choices for yourself? Do you trust that you will guide yourself away from trouble and on to the right path? If there is even a small doubt, let's work on earning back your whole trust. Ultimately, no one knows you better than you know yourself, so you must strengthen your internal trust to feel empowered in the world. What does trust really mean to you? Safety, truth-telling? When you learn your own definition of trust, you can then begin to build on it. By trusting yourself, it is much easier to trust the world around you. If you picked 3 or the rose quartz point, these are your cards. The mistress of the mysteries is you, recognizing that you've been desensitized, disassociated, and distracted because of trauma and fear. Societal, familial, all of it. You know that it was an act of survival, and slowly, with love, you release yourself from the shackles of blame, shame, and guilt. You speak and sing on your terms. You unravel your own mysteries, trust your instincts, and become a living mythos so that the ancestors, both ancient and future, can breathe a sigh of relief knowing that humanity has a fighting chance. A portal to your intellect rather than to your emotions. The third eye chakra is your mind's eye. Here lies your power to attract, discern, and assimilate information in order to filter it into knowledge that can move you forward. A flower deploys elaborate displays of color, alluring shapes, and sensual scents in order to attract attention. Once attracted, the energy is concentrated on the objective of reproduction. Like a multifaceted flower, your being attracts energy via a number of means. The key is to know which incoming information serves you and to focus this energy to suit your purpose. If you are struggling to bring a plan to fruition, first affirm the objective. Use your mind's eye to peer through the peripheral information. Once you have determined your intention, attract and channel the appropriate energy through your mind's eye, where it can be directed toward your goals. What lights you up? What makes you feel inspired and alive? Perhaps adventure, being in nature, meditating, socializing, art, cooking. The options are endless. The beauty of inspiration is that we can find it in many places. It is an individual exploration into the self. This card is guiding you to go on an inspiration hunt and have a day dedicated to getting inspired in as many ways as possible. When you look back over the past year, where did you find inspiration? What did you see that took your breath away? Who were the people, and what were the conversations that ignited excitement in you? What did you read that changed you in some way? Remember that where your focus goes, energy flows. So by dedicating time to look for inspiration, you will become more inspired.